For some reason, they want to. There you go. There is a new alpha in town, ladies and gentlemen. I'll explain more to you about how this came to be later on in the video, but I thought we'd do something a little different today. I'll probably have a news video out later on in the day, but I thought I'd show you what my regular day is like when we have a big snowstorm like this. Now, this is the last or the first snowstorm that we had this year. We had one other after this one here that you're looking at. I'm just now getting around to editing the footage that I took of that snowstorm, and you can see there's quite a bit. Now, that wood that you saw on my deck, remember, I'm remodeling a kitchen, and that was some wood that we had to take to the garbage. But you can see here that this is my version of cutting the lawn. I've always told people that winters in Alaska is kind of like summers in the suburbs, where our version of cutting the lawn is removing snow whenever it snows or the snow gets too deep. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what the back roads look like, and they're usually the last ones that get plowed by the city. So living out here is very beneficial to own a four-wheel drive. And if you can have a plow, oh my goodness, you will be one of the favorites among your neighborhood. And you can see here that this snow was pretty unrelenting. I believe this was about 2 or 3 days of snow straight. This here is what it looks like on the highway. And you can see that a 2 or 3 lane road very quickly turns into a 1 lane road. And this is kind of like what it looks like in town. Again, this is during the snowstorm, so the plows probably won't be out till later on in the afternoon. And since we are in town and my gas tank is at about 3/4, we're going to go ahead and stop off at Costco. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at, can you even see that? $3.60, $3.59.9 for regular and $4.05.9 for premium. I was going to say not too bad, but remember what I've told you in the past? That we'll get used to these high prices compared to a couple of years ago. And as long as it's below $4 a gallon, we'll be like, oh man, that's great. Not remembering that just 2.5 years ago, we were paying less than $2 a gallon. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're used to the high prices. So I don't see it, gasoline, at least in Alaska, going below $3 a gallon, probably ever again. But you never know. Hey, look at who's here. Say hello, Popo. Say hello. Take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. There is another alpha in town. That there is Poppy. A few days ago, I realized or noticed that I wasn't hearing Poppy crow anymore. So I was like, I wonder if he's okay. So, you know, I check in on them every day, but I don't specifically look at Poppy to make sure he's all right. I see them all walking around, running around, being chickens. Look at this girl. She's curious, right? I'm like, they're fine. Well, I came in here because I heard Poppy crow a couple of days ago, and it sounded not like Poppy. So I'm like, I wonder if he's sick. So I come in here and look at what I see. Look at that guy. That guy is doing the crowing now. And I believe that there is a new alpha in town because he is going to be much bigger. Now, that was supposed to be a hen as far as we knew, but it happens to be that it's not a hen, it's a new rooster. Let's go ahead and name him. Give me some suggestions on what names you think we should have for him, and we'll name him. It looks like we'll be able to keep Poppy. Poppy is definitely no longer the alpha. He cowers down to him, but they're not fighting. So I'm going to keep them both. This guy, just look at him. He is a monster. He's still going to be bigger than what he is now. So he's definitely going to be the alpha. Maybe next year we'll expand our egg production and give Poppy another flock of hens. But yeah, look at him. So this is what it's looking like. Right now it's about negative 16 degrees outside. And inside here with this little heater right here that we use is a radiant heater, about 180 watts it uses. There he goes. Anyways, this uses about 180 watts, and it's been keeping it about 33 degrees in here. You can see that we do have the door closed. So I'll open that up as soon as we get some sunlight out. And it keeps it... I love that sound. He still has to practice, though. But it's keeping it warming up in here where they're comfortable at 33 degrees. They're very comfortable. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to check and see if we have any. Oh, we have some goodies in here. Look at that. And what I like about this rooster here that doesn't have a name yet is that I've had him since he was just a little guy, only a couple months old. So he knows me. He knows that I'm not going to hurt him. And he doesn't attack me like Poppy used to. And Poppy doesn't attack anyone anymore. I think he's been put in his place. But here is where they've been laying their eggs. They've been laying it all over the pen as well. But I have to come and get them every morning early, because if I don't, they can freeze if it gets cold enough outside. But they like laying them there. Sometimes they'll lay one or two in this corner over here. And I think I see one in this corner, and she doesn't want me to take it. Let's see. There it is right there. So there's one. So I've been averaging about, there's their food. I got to put food in there probably today or tomorrow. And I have to bring them some fresh water. I've been bringing them fresh water on the daily because for some reason they want to knock down the water. And this is the water server that I've been using, but for some reason they want to there you go. For some reason they've been wanting to tip it over. So I ordered another one that they won't be able to tip over, and I've been bringing water to them on the daily. So they're being well fed, well watered. They're nice and warm in here, and they're very happy, and they're just being chickens. I think it's going to get a little warmer later on today, which will be a great time for me to go ahead and open the door and let them go outside and have a little bit of sunlight. And I thought I'd just try that. Ladies and gentlemen, to see, and look at that. I'm still going to bring them some water, but that's pretty cool. That you know what I should do? I should put like some sprinkles, some mealworms and stuff like that on there. I bet you they would love that. They're fighting with each other over the snow. Oh, these guys are so funny to just sit down and look at. Look at this. See that girl? That girl's a big girl too. These guys, yeah. I got really lucky. I got really good girls. Very, very nice. If I were to say which ones do I like best, I'd rather have these bigger ones best. They seem like they're hardier, and they definitely lay bigger eggs. This, ladies and gentlemen, is just some background that you never get to see. And it's the part where I edit the videos that I post on YouTube, on Rumble, and Patreon. So if you're not following me on Rumble, go ahead and give me a follow, ladies and gentlemen, just in case something happens here on YouTube. And for those of you, ladies and gentlemen, that are still looking for that perfect Christmas gift that won't disappoint, especially if you know someone that is addicted to flashlights like I am, take a look at Hybrid Lights. They make really good quality flashlights, headlamps, lanterns, etc. at a very good price. And right now they have this Essentials bundle for about 25% off the regular price. And it brings just that, the Essentials, a headlamp, lantern, and flashlight. And one of the things that I really like about these flashlights is that the batteries inside of them will hold a charge for 7 years. And also remember that OUPES is having a great Christmas sale on the Mega 3 for a great price as well. Have a great rest of your day. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. God bless every one of you. God bless America. I'm Alaska Prepper. I am out.